Most people believe that fading vision is just a part of the deal, a non-negotiable clause in the contract of aging. But what if 3 tiny overlooked seeds could help rewrite that contract? What many of us don't realize is that the slow, silent decline of our vision, that frustrating blurriness and nighttime glare, isn't simply about the number of candles on our birthday cake. It's often accelerated by a trio of quiet culprits: the slow rust of oxidative stress, specific gaps in our nutrition, and the gradual weakening of our body's internal support systems. Most advice tells you to eat more carrots, and that's not wrong. But it's like telling someone who wants to build a sturdy house to only focus on the paint color. It's a piece of the puzzle, but it ignores the foundation, the framework, and the plumbing. Today we're going to reveal 3 crucial building blocks, focusing on 3 specific types of seeds that address these core issues. We'll explore our foundational habit, then our protective secret. And you absolutely must stay until the end for the game-changing revelation. This final insight addresses a critical factor that most people, and frankly many health professionals, completely overlook when it comes to long-term eye health. And as we begin this journey, just a quick important reminder: all the information shared today is for educational purposes. Everyone's health situation is unique, so please consult your doctor or healthcare provider before making any significant changes to your diet or health regimen. Our goal here is empowerment through knowledge, so you can make the best choices for your unique situation. All right, are you ready to see the world a little more clearly? Let's start with the very bedrock of retinal health. Essential habit number 3, fortifying the foundation with omega-3s. Have you ever felt that gritty, dry, or tired sensation in your eyes after a long day of reading or screen use? It's an almost universal feeling, but it's not just a sign of fatigue. It's often a quiet signal that the very structure of your eye cells is under stress. This challenge begins at a microscopic level. Your retina is made up of millions of cells, and the outer wall of each cell, its membrane, needs to be flexible and fluid to work correctly. Without the right building materials, these membranes become stiff and brittle. This can lead to inflammation, poor communication between cells, and that frustrating feeling of dryness and strain. Now, many of us, especially as we get older, have been told to cut back on fats. But this well-intentioned advice often leads us to accidentally cut out the essential fats our eyes are desperately craving. Therefore, we inadvertently weaken the very foundation of our vision. To truly grasp this, let's use an analogy. Imagine your retina is a high-performance digital camera sensor. This sensor is incredibly sensitive and made of delicate, high-tech materials. Now imagine the protective lens in front of that sensor is made of a special, flexible gel. Omega-3 fatty acids are the essential ingredient that keeps this gel lens pliable, clean, and responsive. Without them, the gel starts to dry out and stiffen. It gets cloudy. As a result, the images sent to the sensor become blurry, distorted, and lack contrast, no matter how powerful the sensor itself is. This is where our first 2 seeds, flax and chia seeds, come into play. They are nature's most potent plant-based sources of an omega-3 called alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA. Your body uses this ALA as the raw material to build the flexible membranes that protect every cell in your retina. Just 1 or 2 tablespoons of these seeds a day can begin the process of reinforcing your retinal health. What's amazing about flax is its studied ability to lower inflammation throughout the body, including the microinflammation that silently damages the eye. Chia seeds are a powerhouse too, because they don't just provide omega-3s, they are packed with fiber. This fiber helps slow down sugar absorption from your meals, which is critical. Why? Because sharp swings in blood sugar can damage the delicate blood vessels in the eye. So then chia seeds offer a dual protection. They fortify the cell walls while also protecting the vital nutrient supply lines. Integrating them is wonderfully simple. The key is making them accessible. For flax seeds, it's best to use them ground, as this unlocks their nutrients. You can buy them pre-ground or just whiz them in a coffee grinder. A tablespoon stirred into your morning oatmeal, blended into a smoothie or sprinkled over yogurt, is a perfect start. Chia seeds are even easier. Because they absorb liquid, you can make a simple, delicious pudding by soaking them in milk or a non-dairy alternative overnight. By morning, you have a thick, nutrient-dense treat that directly supports your vision. Now, when it comes to adding new foods to your diet, it's always important to start gently and listen to your body. Because these seeds are high in fiber, it's wise to begin with a small amount, like a teaspoon, and gradually increase over a week, ensuring you're also drinking plenty of water. This gives your digestive system time to adjust. Our goal here is consistent, gentle progress for long-term benefit. Crucial secret number 2, building the fortress with antioxidants. Now that we've laid the flexible foundation, we need to build a fortress around it. Every single day, your eyes are under attack. Sunlight, the blue light from screens, and even just the normal process of converting light into vision creates unstable molecules called free radicals. These free radicals are the villains of our story. They are like tiny energized sparks that fly around, damaging and aging the delicate cells of your retina. This process is called oxidative stress, and it is a primary driver of age-related vision decline. Most people know that antioxidants are good for them, but they may not realize that certain antioxidants perform highly specialized jobs within the eye. It's not enough to have a general defense. You need specific guardians stationed at critical posts. Therefore, missing these key nutrients is like leaving the most important gates of your fortress unguarded. Let's expand on our analogy. Think of your eye as a priceless treasure vault. The retina is the treasure inside. Zinc, an essential mineral, acts as the highly trained security guard. His specific job is to escort a VIP, vitamin A, from the liver, where it's stored, directly to the vault. Inside the vault, vitamin A is used to create melanin, a protective pigment that acts like internal sunglasses, shielding the retina from harmful light. Without enough zinc, the guard doesn't show up. Consequently, vitamin A can't get to where it's needed, and the treasure is left exposed to damaging light. This is where pumpkin seeds become so invaluable. Just a small handful provides a significant amount of your daily zinc needs, ensuring this critical delivery system runs smoothly. But what about the sparks that are already inside the vault? That's where our second guardian comes in, vitamin E. Vitamin E is a fat-soluble antioxidant, which is incredibly important. Because the membranes of your retinal cells are made of fat, it is the vault's internal fire suppression system. The moment a free radical spark appears, vitamin E is there to neutralize it instantly, before it can ignite and cause damage. This means it preserves the structural integrity of your eye cells from the inside out. And one of the richest natural sources of vitamin E is sunflower seeds. When you combine zinc and vitamin E, you get a synergistic effect. It's a complete security system. Zinc protects from external threats, light, while vitamin E neutralizes internal threats, free radicals. You need both. Seniors with diets rich in both zinc and vitamin E consistently show a slower progression of age-related eye conditions. Bringing these protectors into your daily routine is both easy and enjoyable. Raw pumpkin seeds, sometimes called pepitas, make a fantastic snack on their own. You can also sprinkle them on salads or soups for a satisfying crunch. Sunflower seeds are just as versatile. Toss them onto roasted vegetables, stir them into cottage cheese, or blend them into a homemade trail mix. 2 to 3 tablespoons total per day is a perfect target. And of course, when adding these seeds, remember our principle of gentle progress. They are nutrient-dense, so a little goes a long way. This is a simple, powerful habit, and it's about building that protective fortress one delicious, crunchy bite at a time, ensuring you're making the best choices for your unique situation. This strategy is another vital piece to help you unlock that peak vitality we're all striving for. The game-changing truth number 1. Securing the supply lines with circulatory support. We've laid the foundation with omega-3s. We've built the fortress with antioxidants, but none of that matters if the supply lines are cut. The most flexible, well-protected cells in the world will wither and fail if they don't receive a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients. This brings us to our final, most overlooked and most crucial revelation. Your retina is one of the most metabolically active tissues in your entire body. It has a ferocious appetite for energy. That energy is delivered through a network of tiny, delicate blood vessels. As we age, these vessels can become stiffer and less efficient. This is the silent factor that can undermine all our other efforts. The surprising reality is that poor circulation is often at the root of those subtle vision issues we blame solely on age. The extra blurriness at the end of the day, the trouble adjusting from a bright to a dim room, the increased sensitivity to glare. When blood flow is weak, your retinal cells are essentially running in a low-power mode. Therefore, directly supporting your circulatory health is one of the most profound things you can do for your eyes. Here's the truth about eye health that often isn't highlighted. Let's imagine your body is a bustling city, and your eyes are the city's most important building, the main power station. This power station requires a massive, uninterrupted flow of fuel and resources, delivered through a dedicated plumbing system of pipes. With age, these pipes, your blood vessels, can start to narrow and stiffen. Oxidative stress acts like rust and mineral buildup, clogging the pipes and reducing flow. High blood pressure puts a constant strain on the entire system. As a result, the power station experiences brownouts. Its performance becomes unreliable. This is where our third seed, the humble sesame seed, performs its quiet miracle. Sesame seeds are unique because they contain powerful compounds called lignans, as well as being a rich source of magnesium. These compounds act like a master plumber for your body's circulatory system. The lignans help reduce strain and improve the smooth flow of blood through even the tiniest capillaries that feed the retina. The magnesium works in partnership, helping to relax the walls of your blood vessels. When your vessel walls are relaxed, blood pressure naturally lowers and blood flows more freely and gently. This means sesame seeds don't just help the plumbing, they regulate the pressure for the entire system. They work to repair the rust and keep the pipes clear and flexible, ensuring the power station gets a steady, uninterrupted supply of everything it needs to function at full capacity. By supporting healthy circulation and stabilizing blood pressure, sesame seeds address two of the major risk factors that accelerate eye decline. This is why it's our ultimate secret. It supports the very delivery system that makes everything else possible. Incorporating sesame seeds is incredibly simple. They have a rich, nutty flavor, especially when lightly toasted. Sprinkle them over stir-fried vegetables, rice dishes, or even scrambled eggs. One of the easiest and most delicious ways to get them is in the form of tahini, which is simply a smooth paste made from ground sesame seeds. You can add a spoonful of tahini to salad dressings for a creamy boost, blend it into hummus, or even add it to smoothies. As always, consistency is far more important than quantity. A spoonful of tahini or a sprinkle of toasted seeds on your dinner each day is a small habit that adds up to profound, long-term protection. You are strengthening the very foundation that keeps your eyes alive and functional. And there you have it. The game-changing revelation number 1. It seems so simple, doesn't it? But as we've explored, its impact on the fundamental delivery system that nourishes your eyes is truly remarkable, which is why we built up to it as our grand finale. Today we've covered so much ground. We started with our essential habit number 3 using flax and chia seeds to lay a flexible, anti-inflammatory foundation for our retinal cells. Then we moved to our crucial secret number 2, building a protective fortress against daily damage with the powerful antioxidant duo of zinc and vitamin E from pumpkin and sunflower seeds. And we finished by securing the entire operation with our game-changing truth number 1, ensuring those vital supply lines stay open and clear with the circulatory support of sesame seeds. Each one is a stepping stone. Each one is a small, powerful act of nourishment. So which of these insights resonated with you the most? Perhaps it was the idea of making your cell walls more flexible, or building that antioxidant fortress. Or maybe it was our ultimate game changer about securing the supply lines. Which one are you thinking of trying first? I would genuinely love to hear your thoughts. Please share them in the comments below. If you found this journey valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It truly helps others in our community find this information. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell for more insights tailored for our fantastic community of healthy, thriving seniors. Until next time, stay curious, stay healthy, and keep seeing the beauty in the world.